Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker!
Going to do so we can actually consume things. For example, if we pick up something, we can actually eat it, you know, like a medkit or a poison, or I don't know, if you have a hunger bar, you can eat food and stuff. So let's make that. So going into inventory system, we are going to create some functions called use item. This will be the main function. If equip item, for example, equipping a weapon, a sword, or whatever. Then we're gonna have consumable. So this is for eating. So today we're gonna do consumables only. Let's go into, so I think you already created the folder, but I did not. Enum, have e consumable. Let's create another one called e weapons, and another one e gear. So for example, if you have like a helmet or something like that, you can add gears and stuff. So for the consumables, we're gonna add none. That is just in case, you know. Then we're gonna have a medkit, because why not? Let's have ammo, and let's have another one called poison. So it's gonna decrease your health. So that's about it. For the gears, it's quite up to you what you add. You can add whatever, you can add whatever you want. So let's start with none. Let's do suit, I guess. I don't know, it's up to you, just add whatever you want. And for the weapons, it's going to be quite simple. So let's do main, and this one will be fire, so something like that. So for example, a main weapon like a sword or something like that, and the fire like a pistol, or I don't know, quite up to you, quite up to you. So now we're gonna actually add the enumerations. We'll go to structure, item root, and add a consumable, add a variable, call it e consumable. Let's call it a consumable. So we're just gonna add this. There's probably a better way to do it. And a weapon, just like that. So I'm not gonna add gear because we don't really need it right now. So now go to the BP item, press compile, and it should compile everything. You can see now we have consumable and weapon. It should be none. Now let's create a child. Let's call it BP medkit. Let's create another child, BP poison. So open up the poison. Let's have a different static mesh. For example, I think that, yeah, there was this one, you can see. And let's add it to be poison, and weapon is none. It's going to be BP poison. Let's add a cool texture to it. Later we're gonna add names so we can see what we are actually picking up. I don't know how you write poison. I think that is how you write it. Now for the medkit, it's going to be, let's do this. Let's do a carrot. And let's do BP medkit again. Consumable, that's going to be a medkit, like that. And I think you have a description, so you can add the description as well. I'm just gonna add that later on. So now going back to today's inventory, for the consumables, we're gonna get the information again. It's the same thing we did yesterday. So let's do this one, then break it. And if you don't know what the fuck is this and what are we doing, you're basically checking if the item class is valid. So to make you understand better, what I'm gonna do is print string it. So we're gonna do a print and plug this into the item class, just like that, so you can see what I'm picking up. So now we're gonna get item state. That's gonna be a switch. Plug that in, reroute it. Now we're gonna, from the consumable, do a switch again. So now it's gonna choose if the item is medkit, it's going to do the medkit stuff. If it's an ammo stuff, poison. I have a tutorial on stats right on the screen, so you can go check it out. It's in the description maybe, I don't know. But this is how we're gonna decrease the health. And let's do decrease health. Let's do by 20. Plug that into poison. I think that is not how you write poison. I'm just, my English is bad, so I have no idea. This will be for the medkit. And for the ammo, now let's leave it as none, as default. So now after that, we are going to get item root info. Let's do element. I think it was like element set array element. Now let's plug in the selected slot, and from the VB HUD, slot icon. So basically we're gonna set it to none. I don't know if we need the slot icon, just in case put it there. You can test it out if we actually need it. Copy all of this, paste it here, bam. It should look like this. Or you can actually make it little bit efficient and put it like that. So it should look like this. So now let's go to our main character, first person or third person, and you can see now let's do key E. Let's find an E. This will be for consuming, inventory system, and let's do consumable. Plug that in. So now let's test it out. First things first, let's drag in the items. If we play right now, you can see, let's pick up the poison, let's pick up the medkits, the ammo. So now if we, for example, press the poison or press E, you can see consumed BP poison C. And if we do this one, and it consumed medkit, this one, I think we didn't actually set, yeah, we did not. So let's do 50, for example. So that's how you make that. But before we end it, we're gonna put all of this into use item. So basically just copy all of this, right? This branch, paste it, paste it in use item, and let's do item state switch and put the consumable into the consumable, and that's basically it. So it should look like this. And now going into the consumable, we can delete this switch, right, and plug this into here like that. So you just have one switch now. So now let's go back to master player and let's do use item. So like that. So now you can pick up your health bars or medkits, right, and actually consume it. So whenever you want it, you can consume it. You can only pick up one item. There's no stacking. I'm sorry, there will be no stacking. I don't want that. So you can see you can consume it.